The Arizona Defense Testing Range baked under the midday sun. Concrete and steel shimmered in the heat. 13 professional snipers stood shoulder to shoulder, rifles at the ready. One by one, they fired. 13 shots thundered across the desert. 13 misses. General Ryan Carter adjusted his sunglasses, jaw tight. The remaining shooters fell silent, the weight of failure hanging over them. Then, slicing through heat with calm authority, a female voice spoke. "May I have a turn, sir?" Every head snapped toward the supply tent. A woman emerged, her uniform plain, devoid of insignia or fame, carrying only quiet certainty. For anyone ever counted out for not fitting the mold, she was proof. True strength doesn't need a megaphone. At dawn, Captain Emily Brooks woke without an alarm. 32, medium height, brown hair twisted into a tight knot. Nothing about her screamed special. She brewed black coffee in a dented steel pot. No sugar, no cream, just fire and fuel. While it dripped, she knocked out 50 push-ups on the icy barracks floor, then sit-ups, then stretches that tugged at scars long forgotten. From under her bunk, she pulled a battered rifle case, her M210 sniper rifle, retired 3 years ago. It didn't matter that it wasn't on the books anymore. Every morning, she broke it down, cleaned each part, and reassembled it in 4 minutes flat. Muscle memory never sleeps. Coffee in hand, she watched the sun gild the mountains. By 6, she strode across the training yard to the logistics office, keeping supply chains humming, ammo counted perfectly. Vital work. Not glamorous. Young soldiers jogged past, teasing. "Hey, coffee girl, any donuts today?" Another shouted, "Inventory princess." Emily ignored them. Boots crunching gravel, eyes scanning every motion. The hitch in a knee, the whine in a shoulder. The distance to the range measured in echoes. At the ammo depot, a rookie dropped a crate, rounds spilling chaotically across the floor. Without a word, Emily knelt, sorting bullets by caliber, grain, and maker in under 30 seconds. The rookie gawked. "How did you—" "Physics," she said simply, standing and brushing dust off her hands. Later, she discovered a crucial manifest, deliberately ruined by careless junior armorers attempting sabotage. Expression neutral, she rewrote the entire inventory from memory, flawless in every detail, and replaced it ahead of schedule. Staff Sergeant Lopez, observing, filed it away in silent respect. At a briefing that morning, elite shooters were announced for the 4,000-meter extreme range trial. Emily's name did not appear. "This is combat billets only," Major Powell declared. "No supply officers." Emily nodded, unflinching, hands tightening for just a heartbeat. Outside, Sergeant Lopez intercepted her. "Brooks," he rumbled. "Good at logistics, sure. But combat? The killer instinct isn't there." Emily tilted her head, gaze cool and unwavering. "The stomach for the math is the only thing separating a shooter from a gambler. My math is perfect. If the range opens, I'll see you on the mat." She walked past him, leaving the senior sniper stunned. The day of the trial, 13 elite snipers faced a 4,000-meter target. Every shot missed. The conditions were brutal. Heat mirages, gusting wind, a physics problem beyond human calculation. Frustration grew, charts and logbooks thrown in despair. Then, from the back row, a voice. "May I try, sir?" Emily Brooks stepped forward, in plain utility gear, without a plate carrier or combat accolades. Laughter rippled through the crowd. Captain Diaz, humiliated by his earlier miss, tried to insist she use his rifle, a tuned masterpiece. Emily refused. Her own rifle, her own calculations, her own precision. She produced a micrometer in spirit level, measuring and tuning the rifle to absolute perfection. Laughter died in the desert heat. She dropped prone, eyes through the scope, absorbing every detail of the environment. Wind gusts, temperature shifts, thermal mirages, even micro-vibrations through the concrete pad beneath her. Every variable became data, every breath measured. Her senses merged with the desert, reading invisible forces as if they were written in braille. The crowd held its breath. She fired. The bullet arced, spinning through the air at 3,000 feet per second, negotiating wind, heat, and gravity. Then, faint, but unmistakable, a metallic ping. "Hit bullseye," the spotter shouted. The crowd erupted, but Emily remained serene. The elite snipers stared, humiliated and awed. Her shot wasn't luck. It was mastery, honed over years in battles unseen. General Carter approached, stunned. "Hold dead center," he muttered. "Cleanest 4,000-meter shot I've ever seen." "How?" Emily met his eyes. "Physics, sir. Wind right to left, 14.3 POA average with gusts. Mirage at 600 meters compensated left 1.8, down 0.4. Carter's memory snapped back. Kandahar, 2016. She had saved their platoon from certain death as Viper 1, a phantom sniper whose skill had pulled them from fire they could not escape. 3 days later, Emily returned to logistics, still running ammo, still silent. Respect followed her everywhere. Even Lieutenant Parker, once mocking, sought guidance. "How do you shoot like that?" he asked. "Every shot is an equation. Wind, density, temperature, spin. Solve the math. Ring the steel. Discipline, not magic. Sweat and practice. Nothing else." General Carter called her into his office, recognizing her unique ability. He pinned a silver star on her uniform. No fanfare, no cameras. Honoring service beyond the headlines. "Phantom Cell reboot," he told her. "You'll train the next generation. Forge them into something the military's never fielded." Emily accepted, silent but resolute. Her squad would learn that precision is mercy, that mastery is quiet, and that every shot carries the weight of life. At dawn, she led the rookies, teaching them the discipline and exactitude that had kept her friends alive. She carried the past with her, the memory of those lost in Kandahar, the etched shell casings, the lessons learned at the edge of human limits. She taught them not to be killers, but surgeons, respecting every bullet's weight. And as the desert sun rose over the horizon, Emily Brooks, Viper 1, reminded the world that greatness does not shout. It lands.